Iga Swiatek comes through victorious. However, it was not easy. Rate her performance, guys. What do you think? Tennis in a Minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. I give you the rundown on tennis coverage daily. Broken multiple times in this match. Her service numbers well below average. But Iga mentioned a good point. She said playing in front of your hometown, it's tough. There's a lot of pressure on you. She said anyone that knows tennis knows when you're playing on home soil, it's not easy. And look, she has a point, right? When you're playing at home, there's probably a lot of things that are going on that you're not used to on the road, right? Friends, family. You're probably distracted from your routine a little bit. And listen, her camp, the faces on her camp, a little concerned, guys, in this match. Just seeing Nigina smile after teeing off on the second serve of Iga, winning nearly 60% of Iga's second serve. And look, I agree. When you're on the road, it's probably business more than usual. And Iga's coach said it best. Look, we're professional tennis players. We're not tourists. However, at home, look, you're just another kid at home, relaxing, doing the things you do. But nonetheless, I think it's a good point because a lot of players that play at home struggle. Take a look at the Americans at the WTA finals in Texas last year, right? Had an amazing week there. Coco and Pegula struggled, right? Winless. Unbelievable. Even struggled on the double side of things. But Iga's performance today, guys, Coco and Pegula have to be looking at Iga like a steak dinner, filet mignon. Now, listen, I'm vegan, maybe a mushroom steak or some tofu, but they are looking at her salivating at the mouth. This performance will not win any of the American hard court tournaments and definitely not the U.S. Open. Iga looked very sluggish today, but Iga mentioned, she brought up a good point in the post-match interview. She said coming from grass, which is the fastest surface, to hard, it's a transition. And look, we're going to give Iga the benefit of the doubt because it's true. Grass, a lot of people think grass is one of the slower surfaces behind clay or next to clay, but it's not. Grass is the fastest surface because we're talking about grass, right? That's a natural resource. It's energy. It's earth, whereas hard court absorbs a lot of your energy, right? You have that high bounce on hard. It favors baseliners, longer rallies, especially for the better shot makers, while grass, and this is why I said a Czech player from the Czech Republic will win Wimbledon, because grass, guys, it's very fast. You have the low bounce. It favors serve and volley players, especially if you can mix it up with the net game. And look who won it, Vondrousova. Amazing net play, slices, drop shots, guys. I know what I'm talking about here. Now, Iga's win percentage on clay about 85%, on hard 70%, and on grass 65%. So it goes down. Iga favors the slower courts, right? The high bounce on clay, her quick strike tennis, amazing footwork. She can out hustle and outwork her opponents on the slower courts because she has better footwork than them. But the faster courts starts to kind of hinder her natural athletic ability, which I say all the time. Iga's worked on her footwork after that foot injury in the juniors. That's not natural footwork. Yes, she's a great swimmer. She played soccer, but she worked on that athletic ability. That's not something like a Coco or Leila Fernandez or Clara Buell or Jill Teichmann or Jasmine Polini. Those players have that natural speed and athletic ability where you can tell they don't really work on their footwork because they're naturally fast and gifted. But if you don't work on something, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's why Iga has the best footwork in the game, because she's worked on it. Now, in the post-match interview, she did say she wanted to thank all of the fans that travel and follow her. Rightfully so.
A little bit different stress than usual, but I'm happy to have a chance to play in front of the Polish crowds because they are kind of following me.
That's right. They follow her all around. Look, I go to a lot of the matches. Iga's got a huge traveling section. She's very popular. And look, we love Iga. I've been following Iga since the juniors. I've been supporting her when a lot of people didn't know who she was. I told you guys several years ago on my other tennis channel I had that Iga's going to be a star because look, she was a lot slimmer then. She was a lot more emotional, but her quick strike tennis was amazing then. Now, I do see Iga putting on weight, guys. I'm not sure if this is temporary with the traveling, the time off between the French Open, and not really being that active on grass season. And of course, grass season doesn't have a master event. We need a WTA 1000. That will push Wimbledon's schedule back into late July. That's could possibly shorten the hard season. And they're not touching the U.S. Open at all. U.S. Open by far is the most popular tournament. Wimbledon might be the most historic, but right now, if you want to be a star in this game, you have to win New York City. It's as simple as that. It's the biggest tournament by far in tennis. But Iga also mentioned about playing on grass and switching to hard.
And anybody who knows a little bit about tennis, they're gonna tell you that it's harder to play at home, you know. But for sure, you know, coming from grass court, which is the fastest surface, to these kind of hard courts.
Exactly. And look, I'm telling you guys, grass, it's the fastest surface, without a doubt. We're talking about a natural resource. We're talking about just energy. It's the earth. It's pure energy. It's speed. It's fast. Where, you know, playing on hard, it's absorbing a lot of your steps. And a lot of opponents, you know, that don't have that amazing or natural athletic ability, they stop, cut, and they just get frozen, which is why you see some of the worst misses on hard. You know, you have opponents like Anja Borg just styling and profiling on opponents on hard because of her amazing shot making ability. But listen, guys, Iga's got to improve the second serve. She cannot be losing nearly 60% of her second serve points. That is not the performance of a number one player. Struggling to get her first serves in play 63%. That's like Iga. And look, in case you guys don't know, I've stated this in the past. Iga historically at the slams barely gets 60% of her first serves in play. She's not a good first server at the big tournaments. She never has been, and that's a fact. I've given you that data before. But nonetheless, she's victorious, guys. 10 double faults from Nigina. Take away those 2 free service games, she's probably forcing a third set here, and that's why I'm concerned. If Claire Liu beats Yu Yan, that's going to be a match with Iga Swiatek. Now, Iga's dominated Claire in the past, but the way Iga looked today scares me. Even Jan could put up a fight. Linda Noskova, she comes through. She could possibly give Iga a challenge in the quarterfinals. Tennis in a Minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. Comment below, what do you think about Iga's performance today? She's the best, but everyone gets a little rusty.